What's up, everybody? Miss Montana DeLeon here, and this week done had it, honey. This time to make another one because this week just is not getting it. I got to make another one like this because this hair is just not doing what I needed to do today. Not doing what I needed to do. Okay. On to the video, and it's a very serious video. So it's about child molestation and what you can do to help prevent your children from getting molested, touched on, fondled with, and all that bad stuff. I was molested as a child from age 4 to like age 9 by 4 different men. And I have 3 daughters and 2 sons, and I've always, because of my past, I'm sorry, I'm playing with my hair. Because of my past, I have always check my little girls, bathe them, lotion them down, and do a quick little spread it open, see if the hymen's still intact type of check. And we as parents are supposed to talk to our children about important things like sex and the no spots where people can't touch you and stuff like that. But one thing I noticed that we probably don't do is keep it updated. We have to keep that no spot conversation updated once a week, once a day, every time we're bathing our kids. As much as possible, the no spots are, on the girls are here and there and back there, and on the boys is down there and back there. We have to figure out a way, and you parents can help me too because I'm still battling with this myself. We have to figure out a way to make sure that they feel comfortable enough telling us if somebody touches those no spots. And it's kind of hard to let them know when is a no time, because if they have to go to the babysitters or the schools, or because anybody can molest your child, even the father of the child can molest the child, even the mother of the child can molest the child, even the baby brother, the big brothers or the big sisters can molest the child, the grandmas, the uncles, anybody can molest the child. So, and if they're in the care of a loved one or family member that's molesting your child, you're trusting the uncle, whatever, to bathe the baby and, lotion the baby down and dress the baby, change the baby wipes. It's hard to tell a child, okay, if uncle or whomever does this too long or in a certain way, unlike mommy does it, then it's a no time. You need to tell mommy. It's a hard situation, because if the person is like wiping the baby down and doing some extra with the baby wipe, or some extra down there, or extra rubbing on some rash cream, it's hard for the baby to think, this is wrong, they're molesting me, because it's like, oh, he just putting, rash cream down there. It's so hard. So I think we need to update all the time the no spots, and we need to figure out a way to kind of be like, well, if it's done like this, that's wrong. You got to tell mommy. And another thing too is making our children feel comfortable enough to come and tell us, because when child molesters molest children, it's like, oh, this is our secret playtime, and this is our secret fun time, or whatever they want to call it. And some molesters be like, you tell your mom I'm gonna kill you and your mama, and they be scaring the kids. We gotta let them feel like no matter what happens, because you ever seen like a TV show where it's this bad ASS kid, and no matter what you do with this bad ASS kid, he could shoot you in the head with a gun, and you be like, I'm gonna call the police, and you be like, or you could be like, I'm gonna kick your ass. And he be like, I want to tell my mom. Like, they so bad. Everything they do, they be like, I want to tell my mom. Like, don't care what you saying, what you doing. I'm going to tell my mom, and she's going to kick your ass. Basically, that's how we want our children to feel when something like this happens. So if somebody is like, okay, I touched you, whatever, and you better not tell your mom, or, I'm going to kill you, whatever. I want that kid to be like, no, wait, I'm going to tell my mom, like, regardless of the fact, instead of being like, oh my God, don't kill me and my mom, oh my God, I'm not going to tell. Like, you got to figure out a way to make your child feel like, my mommy's my hero, or my daddy's my hero. Like, they gotta have that attitude. Like they feel like my mommy, my daddy is gonna protect me from anything that's wrong, anything that don't feel right, and I'm gonna tell anytime something feel funky or something ain't right. So no matter what the situation is, no matter what happens to the child, they gonna be like in their head, I'm gonna tell my mama, cause she gonna kick your ass. Cause you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this ain't right. I'm finna tell my mama and she gonna kick your ass. Okay? Well, I'm gonna tell my daddy and my daddy gonna shoot you in the head. Cause they don't play about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know you got them kids that just know like they know like they know. My mama, my daddy, them got my back. You mess with me, they gonna kick your, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta figure out a way to make a child comfortable enough that they feel like if somebody do something to them and it ain't right, oh, you finna shoot what? Oh, I'm about to tell my mama. I'm finna go right and let me out this room. I'm finna go tell my mama. You know what I'm saying? If you get close to your child enough and connect with them enough and let them know that you're their hero and you got their back no matter what. Cause I tell my kids that a lot. Like you gotta tell mommy. Cause I had an incident. And I said I was gonna make a video about this. Where she was going to a babysitter. This is a new lady, and I sat down, I met her, I talked with her for about an hour. You know, we, was talking, and we was talking about other stuff, and I was getting real personal with her in life and just situations and helping her and all that stuff. And the last time I took my daughter over there, well, the second to last time I was taking my daughter over there, she crying when we get out the truck, and I'm like, what's wrong? We standing to the door and the babysitter right there. She's like, what's wrong? You know, she called my baby name out. I want to go with you, mommy. I'm like, what? What? I understand you're not finna go work. Like, what are you doing? Like, I was like, all right, I'm sorry. I'm going to just take her. She probably just emotional today. So I'm just going to take her and leave her over here with my mom, my family members or whatever. Okay, cool. So I left her with my family members and I told her what happened. I was like, I don't know what's wrong. She was just tripping. She might be emotional today. She missed me, whatever. I don't know. So I did it again a couple of days later when I had to work again. And she did the same thing. Like we pulled up to the house before we got in the truck. She was crying. I'm like, what is wrong with you? I don't want to go to the babysitter. I pull out the driveway, honey. I went around the corner, I pulled to the gas station, put that car in park. Get up here. Get up here. What is wrong with you? Why you don't want to go to the babysitter? Because I miss you. I love you. Girl, you don't ever want to stay home with me. What are you talking about? You be dying to get out the house. What are you talking about? I said, you know what? Use your words, L Boogie. That's what we call her. Use your words. What is really wrong? Because you love going over there and playing with them kids that's over there. Because there be a bunch of little kids over there, too, because they get out of school and, or they mama go to work or whatever, they pick up the kids like 6 o'clock, so there be like a bunch of kids over there. What is wrong? She want to cry now. I'm like, girl, you better stop crying and be a big girl and tell mommy what's wrong. So we in there arguing back and forth. I'm sitting up here arguing with this toddler. I hate when she don't use her words. One of my other kids like that. One of my sons is like that. He don't express his feelings at all. Honey, and I'm like, you need to make him an appointment to go see a psych, and his daddy did, and whatever. But he still ain't the type to express his feelings. No matter how sweet and sugar-coated you are to him, he don't express his feelings, and I know that. He the only child that just really don't do that. But, so back to this little one here. We back and forth. I'm in the gas station, and people walking by looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like this little baby. Me and the baby going back and forth. You know, my toddler and me, we just... You know, so we in the car, that's all they see. And I'm in there like, you better tell me what's wrong, girl. You better stop crying and use your words and be a big girl. It was like, I was getting real frustrated because I knew something was wrong. And in my heart was like, I'm not going to have to hurt somebody. Girl, you better tell me what's wrong, girl. You're making me mad right now. I was losing it, girl. I was finna joke it and, girl, honey, about my baby. Oh, don't mess with my babies. Don't mess with my baby. So we going back at it. So finally she broke it down. She was like, I was like, what does this lady do to you that you gotta cry? You don't want to go over there? What does she do that she don't like? She beat me. I say, what? She what? She beat you? Cause what? Ooh, I'm about to snatch my weave out my head going crazy, honey. Okay, Took it down a notch. All right, come here. Put my baby on my lap. I say, baby, why she beat you? Because you be bad? Yeah, I be bad. Now, she's a little baby now, but she's so smart. She got common sense. Like I say, she's in pre-K, so she's a baby still, but she had enough sense to say, she beat me and it's not fair. Girl, I almost lost it. I say, baby, you gotta use your words. If she beating you and it's not fair, why you ain't tell me? You gotta tell mommy, because you know mommy, if somebody mess with mommy baby, mommy gonna kick they behind. That's what I told her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, mommy's your hero. I'm gonna fight for you, boo. I was like, you just gotta use your words, L Boogie, because mommy will beat them up. You know mommy will beat them up. You better tell on them. So I just bust out crying because I'm like, how is going on and my baby don't tell me this? And I'm so mad at people like this, and you just trust people and you meet them and they seem cool, but you never know people until they do something, and then you be like, I ain't know they had it in them. So I bust out crying. I'm just holding my baby and loving on my baby and hugging my baby. And I'm just like, babe, you got to tell mommy, use your words. And I'm holding my baby like, use your words. Mommy will beat them up. You don't have to go back to that lady, okay? Mommy go, you just going to go stay with the family. You ain't going over there no more. Mommy got you, okay? I love you. I ain't going to let nothing happen. I'm just talking to my baby. And she crying like, and she rubbing my back. I love you, mommy. I love you too. And we just crying and emotional in this truck at the gas station, mind you. And I'm just crying and she crying. I'm holding my baby. So I'm crying. And I gathered myself together and I was like, all right now. All right, we finna go home. I'm gonna call back in to work. I'm not gonna go. And we gonna deal with this, okay? We gonna go home and we gonna chill and, you know, whatever. So I was like, go ahead and climb on in the back and get in your car seat, buckle up. You know, I got myself together. But it's just like, it's hard to make these kids feel like, oh, if anybody mess with me, I'm finna tell my mom. I'm finna go tell my daddy immediately. And I think you really need to make them feel like they're at a place where my mommy, my daddy is my hero. Anybody bother me, if anything go down, anything remotely look funny to me, I'm finna tell my mom and my daddy. So you have to get that closest with your kids. You can't just raise them up and coexist with them and just, you know, they be in the room, you be over here. You got to really be all up in their business, but in their life and their face, loving on them, hugging on them. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, really making them feel like ain't nobody else in the world but them. So they could feel like they could come to you like, this is my hero. They finna save me. I don't like what's going down. I'm finna call my superhero. And it's so hard to figure out with this molestation thing, the lines that are crossed, how to explain to a child, like, when they rubbing lotion on you like this, that's wrong. If they rubbing lotion on you, your thing too much, that's wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to, it's a real delicate situation when you're dealing with these kids, but we got to do the best we can as parents, you know, to keep them, number one, feeling like we got their back and we'll kick anybody else about them. You know what I'm saying? And if they got a problem, they better come, because mommy and daddy will fix it. We will fix it. And number two, we got to talk to them often about the no parts. And if somebody mess with you, somebody bullying you at school, whatever, you better come and tell me. We going to talk about it. You got to come and tell me, because I'm your savior. I'm going to save you every time. If you could figure out some ways you want to put your 2 cents in at the bottom, let me know, because, baby, you know we love our kids, honey, and we'll kill about ours. Like, I'll go back to my old ways about, man, I will go back to my old little evil, violent ways about my kids. If anything could bring me out my shell, baby, it'd be messing with my kids, honey. Don't mess with my babies. Boy, and it was so funny in this story I had. Me and my kids had went down to Miami. We was in Miami at Avatar Mall or something like that, and I was, you know, on my self-love journey, keeping it calm, keeping it cool. This is when I was early in the self-love thing, and I was just like January, February, something like that. So we all at the mall, we getting in the car. My youngest son get in the front seat, my oldest son in the back. They on this side by the doors. So he get in the car, taking too long because my oldest boy is taking too long to close the door. So my youngest boy in the front, like halfway in the car, but not really in the car, but the door was still open. So the Spanish lady, she came, she was parked next to me, her friend, they jumping in the car. I guess my son take too long. She gonna open the door, boom. I hear boom against the door where my son is at. I got real 305 Liberty City ghetto hood on that lady. When I say I almost jumped across the car to get to this lady, and she jumped in her car so fast and closed the door, honey, baby. I had to apologize to my kids because I blacked out for a minute. I was just like, it was bad. It was bad. And I was like, it was like, Mom, you okay, Mom? It's okay, Mom. She was mean for doing that, but it's okay, Mom. Like, oh, I didn't see Mama do that in a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mama don't play by her kids. They are like, boy, look, that lady tried to hit my baby with the door. Like, come on, Dad, don't mess with my kids. Don't mess with my kids. So imagine a little instance like that. I'm hearing about somebody touching my child or hitting my child. Like, oh, y'all about to make me go Wayne Brady up in here and slap her. I'm about to do. Y'all know how it is about them babies, honey. Don't mess with our creations. Don't mess with our seeds. Do not mess with our offsprings, baby. Because we be like some lions, some lionesses when it come down to mess with these kids. We'll bite your head off. And that's real deal Holyfield right there. But yeah, I just wanted to make this quick video about the importance of being close to your kids and making them feel like my mom and my daddy is my hero. I can tell them anything. They'll come whoop you real quick about me. And to try and figure out, you know, a way to tell them about them no parts and what feeling is wrong, what touch is wrong. And it's a real delicate situation. So if you got anything to add to this video, go ahead and put it below. And I will talk to you all. I done got riled up, honey. Talk about my babies. But I'll talk to you all later.